video, I'm showcasing my top 5 meta loadouts in Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded. Basically just going through and telling you guys exactly what you should be running in the current meta. But real quick, I want to give a massive shout out to my Noti gang. And let's hop directly into loading number 1. Weapon number 1 and loading number 1 on the list is the DMR 2.0, aka the SO14, which actually didn't get nerfed with the Season 4 Reloaded update. It's still going to be absolutely disgusting. But hopping directly into the build, we're tossing on the Sakin Tread 40 for our muzzle, giving you guys that vertical and horizontal recoil control, making it to where the SO14 has absolutely no bounce to it whatsoever. For the tuning on the muzzle, I did plus 0.80 for that recoil stabilization. I did plus 0.25 for that recoil control. Then you're tossing on the 22-inch bore master barrel, giving you guys everything you need to make the gun more useful with the bolt velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. Like I said, helping out the SO14 in every possible way, making you hit harder, getting you closer to hit scan, and making you even more of a beam. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.15 for that recoil steadiness. I did plus 0.30 for that damage range. Speaking of being a beam, you have the F-Tac Ripper 56 for our underbarrel, giving you guys that aiming auto stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. Another massive reason why this SO14 is so controllable. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I did plus 0.65 for that recoil stabilization. I did plus 0.30 for that aiming auto stability. Then, like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. You can run whatever you feel the most comfortable with, but for me, on pretty much every single primary build, I feel the absolute best with the MW2. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 1.84 for the ADS speed, and on the bottom bar, I left it completely even at 0.0. And for the last test, we're tossing on the 7.62 high velocity ammunition, giving you guys even more bolt velocity, mixing in absolutely perfect with the barrel, getting you even closer to hit scan. And of course, for the tuning on the ammunition, I did plus 0.54 for that damage range, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. But overall, that's my full build for the SO14 battle rifle in Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded. I'm telling you guys, this thing did not get touched at all in the update, and it's still going to be absolutely broken. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. But like I said, that is my loading number 1 on the list. Let's hop directly into loading number 2. Loading number 2 is another gun that's been meta in Warzone 2 for quite some time. We have the Lachmann 5.56 assault rifle, which in my opinion is probably the best AR in the entire game right now. Absolutely no recoil, and it's incredibly easy to use. It also didn't get nerfed in the update as well. So of course, for this build, we're tossing on the Harbinger D20 suppressor, again giving you everything you need to make the Lachmann 5.56 more useful with that sound suppression, bolt velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. For the tuning on the suppressor, I did plus 1.22 for that recoil smoothness. I did plus 0.81 for that bolt velocity. Then you're tossing on the 15.9-inch Lachmann wrap barrel, again giving you everything you need with that bolt velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. Again, making it to where you're getting closer to hit scan, you're hitting way harder at really any range, and you're way more of a beam. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.35 for that recoil steadiness. I did plus 0.19 for that damage range. Then, like I was saying with the SO14, the optics are 100% personal preference, but for me, on pretty much every single primary weapon, I absolutely love using the MW4. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 1.35 for that ADS speed. I did negative 1.01 for far. Mixing in perfect with the barrel is the 5.56 high velocity ammunition, giving you guys that boost with that bolt velocity, getting you even closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the ammunition, I completely maxed it out for the damage range, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round mag, increase that mag capacity, making it so you can beam an entire 4-stack if you really need to. But overall, that's my full build for the Lachmann 5.56 assault rifle in Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded. I'm telling you guys, this has been the meta assault rifle for quite some time in Warzone 2, and it again did not get touched in the Season 4 Reloaded update. So it's still going to be absolutely disgusting. So if you guys have not already, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Without further ado, let's hop directly into loading number 3. Loading number 3, we have the ISO 45 SMG, which if you guys don't know is the brand new SMG we've got the Season 4 update, and it is by far the best SMG in the entire game. This did end up catching a nerf with the Season 4 Reloaded update, basically just reducing the close range damage and increasing that hip spread, so it really won't affect it that much. It's still going to be absolutely disgusting. So of course, for this build, we're tossing on the Spiral V3.5 flash hider, giving you guys that muzzle flash concealment and recoil steadiness, helping out the ISO 45 stay as an absolute beam. For the tuning on the muzzle, I did negative 0.26 for that ADS speed. I did plus 0.21 for that gun kick control. Then with it being an SMG, you want to be as fast as humanly possible. So I'm tossing the VLK LZR 7MW laser, giving you guys that ADS speed, aiming stability, stability and sprint to fire speed. Like I said, making you a whole lot faster on the map, but also making you more accurate as well. For the tuning on the laser, I did negative 0.31 for that sprint to fire speed, and I completely maxed it out for that ADS speed. Then we're tossed on the .45 auto overpressured ammunition, giving you guys that target flinch, which isn't too crazy. It does help in some situations, but the main thing for this attachment is the tuning. So of course, for the tuning on the ammunition, I completely maxed it out for that damage range, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. Mixing in perfect with the laser is the XP sheer rear grip, giving you guys that ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, making it to where the ISO 45 is even faster around the map. For the tuning on the rear grip, I did negative 0.45 for that ADS speed and negative 0.25 for that sprint to fire speed. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 45 round drum mag, increasing that mag capacity, which is actually super helpful with the ISO 45's fire rate because you are absolutely flying through your ammo. But overall, that's my full build for the ISO 45 SMG in Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded. Like I was saying before, this did end up catching a nerf with the update, but in my opinion, it is still going to be the best SMG in the entire game. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try. Tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Like I said, that's my loading number 3 on the list. So let's hop directly into loading number 4. Loading number 4 is another SMG on the list with the Lachmann Sub, which has been like the all reliable of Warzone 2. It's really been good with the entire lifespan of the game, and this actually did not get touched in the Season 4 Reloaded update, so it's still going to be absolutely disgusting. So of course, let me get you guys this build. For the first attachment, we have the VLK LCR7 MW laser, giving you guys the exact same pros and cons as the ISO 45, making it to where you're a whole lot faster on the map, but you're also more accurate as well. For the tuning on the laser, I completely maxed it out for that sprint to fire speed. I did negative 24.68 feet for that ADS speed. Then we're tossed on the Mirror Recoil 56 factory stock, mixing in perfect with the laser, giving you guys that aiming stability, recoil control, and sprint speed, making it to where you are literally running faster on the map, but you're also way more of a beam. For the tuning on the stock, I did negative 2.06 for that ADS speed and negative 1.24 for the aim walking speed. Then we're tossed on the 9mm overpressured ammunition, which, like I was telling you guys with the ISO 45, the target flinch is helpful, but the main thing with this attachment is the tuning. So of course, for the tuning, I completely maxed it out for the damage range, and I completely maxed it out for the bolt velocity. Then we're tossed on the Lachmann TCG-10 for our rear grip, mixing in perfect with the stock, giving you guys even more recoil control, making it to where you can beam anybody you really need to using this Lachmann Sub build. For the tuning on the rear grip, I did plus 0.26 for that recoil steadiness. I did negative 0.35 for that sprint to fire speed. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, making it to where you don't have to reload after every single kill, but you guys are also holding on to even more mobility compared to the 50 round drum mag. But overall, that's my full build for the MP5 SMG, aka the Lachmann Sub. Like I was telling you guys, it did not get touched whatsoever in the Season 4 Reloaded update. It's still absolutely disgusting, and it's going to be one of the best guns in the entire game. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try. Tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Like I said, that is my loading number 4 on the list. So let's hop directly into gun number 5. For loadout number 5, we have the M4 assault rifle, which, a lot like the Lachmann Sub, is one of the all reliables of Warzone 2. It's really never been bad, and of course, with the Season 4 Reloaded update, it also did not get nerfed again. So of course, for this build, we're tossed on the Harbinger D20 suppressor, giving you guys everything you need with the sound suppression, bolt velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. For the tuning on the suppressor, I completely maxed it out for that recoil smoothness. I did plus 0.39 for that bolt velocity. Then you're mixing it in with the high tower 20-inch barrel, again helping out the M4 in every possible way with that bolt velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy, making it to where the M4 is even more accurate. You're getting closer to hit scan, and you're hitting way harder. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.19 for that recoil steadiness, and then I completely maxed it out for that damage range. Speaking of being a beam, we have the F-Tac Ripper 56 for the underbarrel, giving you guys the aiming auto stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization, which this attachment, in my opinion, is absolutely essential, making it to where the M4 isn't bouncing all over the place. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I did plus 0.54 for that recoil stabilization. I did plus 0.14 for that aiming auto stability. Then, like I was telling you guys with the SO14 and the Lachmann 556, the optics are 100% personal preference, but for me, I absolutely love running the MW2. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 1.65 for the ADS speed and negative 1.01 for far. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, making it so you can beam an entire 4-stack without reloading a single time. But overall, that's my full build for the M4 assault rifle in Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded. Overall, this is one of my favorite weapons in the entire game, and the M4 is absolutely disgusting. Like I was saying before, it did not get touched whatsoever in the update. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try. Tell me the highest skill game you guys get with it. Like I said, that is my loading number 5, but we do also have an honorable mention. For the honorable mention, we have the Vaznev 9K SMG, which, just like the ISO 45, did get nerfed in the update, just reducing that close to mid-range damage distance. Really not doing much to it. It's still going to be disgusting with that damage and that mobility, but we're tossed on the Spiral V3.5 flash hider, the FSS OLEV laser, the Ultra Zat stock, the True Tack grip for our rear grip, and the 45 round mag. So of course, I'm gonna go through and show you guys the tuning really quick. But like I said, this is our honorable mention. It's still gonna be one of the best SMGs in the entire game. And also, I do want to let you guys know that I stream every single day over on kick.com/IQ. I'll leave it as the top link down in the description below. But overall, those are my top 5 loadouts going into the season 4 reloaded update. So make sure you guys go through and give every single loadout a try, and then go down in the comments below and let me know if it helps you guys out at all. And if it does, make sure you guys hit that big red subscribe button. That's it for the video.